We are live.
Well, hello, everybody. I want to thank Sheila for doing this with me today. My name is Pat. I currently live in Florida, but I'm originally from New York. I'm a New Yorker. Um, I'm very political, which is I want to
Oh, gotta turn that down
turn
low.
down my. I'm like, wait a minute. Um, I've always been very political in my life, so the current situation has me bonkers, as many of you are. But I've also been into, you know, exploring my spirituality for a very long time. Been through a lot in life. Just want to get some ideas of what's going to happen next, what's going on next.
Well,
So,
welcome to a live reading, and I'm so happy that you were able to agree to this. And I know that Scott and Amy are from our live right now, and it was only because Amy's a new mama, and she had to get her schedule correct. So we all know that that's going on. But we're going to do this. It's going to last for about like 30 to 35 minutes. And I'm going to lay down a little housekeeping. One is I don't read on children that are under 18 without their parents' permission. I also don't read on somebody if they're going to die or not. So we don't do any of that kind of stuff. But other than that, I won't be paying too much attention to what's going on in the live chat. So the moderators will make sure that they got that handled. And if you want to, Patricia, which is also my mother's name.
oh,
So that's
wow.
really, yes, I remember your name completely. It's like Patricia, and knew how to spell it. That's just a thing.
Yeah.
But but if you want to go ahead and go and let me know with your first question, we can go ahead and get started. Thanks everybody for being here.
Okay. Well, my first question is, what do you see in terms of my health moving forward?
Okay.
I've had a lot of challenging health issues in my life, and I'm just curious to see what you see going forward.
I can do that. Let's see what we have with the base of it. The base of that. My phone is going crazy. Base of that is. It looks like you've really been scared pretty good with your health for sure. Hang on, let me write this all down. Trickery. It's almost like you don't know what to do. It's like the doctors say this is going on, and then you're like the chemist at home, kind of like maybe this will work, maybe this will work, maybe this will work, maybe this will work. So that's been going on. Rest and restoring your body. There's healing in the rest always, and that is what's over top of you. Either you're resting, meaning that you're completely and totally exhausted all the time and you want to rest all the time, or rest is the key to your problems. And it has really, the suffering has really been pretty bad. But going forward, it is still unclear, except for you're going to get balance, and you're going to get some you're going to disconnect from whatever's going on in your life. So that's what the thing is it's stress. Every time I get disconnect, is that stress is the one that is building up in your side of you, and stress is what is causing it the most inside of your body. So once you disconnect from anything that is extremely stressful, then your body is going to need the rest it needs, and then you're going to go forward and you're going to get balanced. And it is a lot. I mean, it just added 45 being in presidency. I understand that is definitely a complete stressor. Opportunity to step away. You're going to get an opportunity to step away, and you also daydream. You are also, thinking of all the things that you need to do and to get your health under control. It is going to be a little rough, but literally, it is stress that is causing most of your problems.
Makes sense.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Do you see anything for my husband, whether it's health or just,
Are you talking about, you just kind of like a general about your husband, like health and things like that, or?
Yeah, just in general.
And he doesn't mind me reading on him?
No, he won't care.
Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see what we got. I'm trying to find him. He's a smiley guy.
Yeah.
I see him smile a lot. He's a smiley guy. Okay. Let's see what we got. I feel like I see him like rubbing his tummy like, yeah, there's too much of that. That's what he says. That's what he just said. He goes, yeah, I know there's too much of that. Okay, so what we have here, he also is either extremely exhausted or to rest. I think that he's really, really tired. Like he could take 5 naps a day type of exhaustion. However, he is very conflicted with something. Hang on a second. Let me get a little drill down on a little bit. The sun, success. So, okay. So, so whatever, there's a situation that is really driving him absolutely crazy, and it's really causing a little bit of anxiety, and it feels almost like on a little bit on the abusive side. And he's really wanting to get away from that because it's efficiency and routine. It's like whatever's going on, it's like a routine, like a job or something along that lines. It's like he has to do it, and it's just in a routine. Clarity and focus. The breakthrough is coming through. However, moving and travel, it may be an option to get away from this stressful situation. Going forward, it is like idealistic. It is whatever he wants to go forward to. He's thinking about it. It sounds good. Everything looks good. And that's really kind of where he wants to do. And he feels that he's going to have a lot of success. However, he doesn't want the karma wheel to get him or, the destiny to not work through. He's quieting me down. Sensitivity. He's really sensitive about the whole situation. He doesn't like talking about it. He doesn't want anybody really. That's why he's quieting me down. Doesn't want anybody to know about it. And his biggest fear about the whole situation that he's dealing with right now is abandonment. So he's really kind of afraid of that. But other than that, I think whatever his decisions or whatever him going forward with, he really feels that he's going to be successful in it. And I think he will, because Wheel of Fortune showed up. So,
Okay.
Did all that make any sense to you?
Yeah, he's I think you described him fairly well. He's very he's like somebody that you got to kind of like really drag things out of him.
Yeah, he doesn't like talking about it. Absolutely.
So, but now I did get permission from this person also, my sister.
Okay.
Her name is Maureen, just that helps. And I do worry about her. She's my younger sister, and I guess I can't help be the big sister.
Okay. I can definitely do that. And probably after the reading, if you just like give a little key point like that I hit on, it'll help the people in the chat to know, where we're gauging from. Okay. But I'll go ahead and read on your sister and just do a general reading and see how she's doing.
Yeah, just see if you see anything.
Okay. Let's see what's doing. So her basis is routine and dependability as well. She must be dependable, or she's just a routinely like her well. And anxiety and hopelessness kind of goes over top of her. So her anxiety really gets into her head about things. She has a hard time focusing. She really lives in tradition and possibly like society, religion. Like if you're supposed to have Thanksgiving on November on the 4th Thursday of November, you're gonna do it, right? She's like in that tradition. It has to be done. She
also lets stress get to her. Her anxiety levels tend to be high.
It did, and absolutely, because her clarity and her breakthrough, her anxiety right here. This is the card for anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
The Nine of Swords is the anxiety and suffering over her anxiety. And that's what was over top of her. However, prosperity, she's going forward. So a lot of this is going on. There's something about a marriage, though. A marriage is either there's a decision, Two of Cups, about a marriage, whether it's going to happen or not, or whether it's going to go away or not. But going forward, she's going to be rewarded. And whatever decision that she makes, I have a feeling it may be ending something. And then solitude, because it says solitude, that she'll be by herself. And also the Emperor, so authority and ambition. Her ambition's going to kick in. She just feels like she's weighed down, and she's very talented, and she knows how to work and have teamwork. So whatever the decision in the marriage or whatever the partnership is, she's whatever I think she's going to need to go, and then and then that it'll be solitude, and when she is by herself is when all of things will just start getting better and better for her. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Okay, good. Is there any key points that without not spilling her tea?
Well, her she does let her anxiety levels, I think, dictate a lot of times, and she tends to be in relationships that, quite honestly, tend to be one-sided. She's the one who gives.
Yeah.
And they're not always the healthiest for her. And which is a way she and I are very different. I tend to get more into relationships that are more equal.
Gotcha.
And
yes. She must be, she feels like she's an empath of some sort, because like sociopaths kind of pick her out, kind of get to her. And I felt like she really does have some really serious internal gifts. And empaths, anxiety gets to us because we know this is not this is not an ego thing. This is just what my life is. It's like, I know what's going on when somebody walks up to me or whoever's going on. So you're downloaded. Hi, Scott. I just want to say hi, Scott. He's here.
That's fine.
So you have that anxiety that downloads onto you on a regular basis, and that can bring anxiety. Knowing too much. Sometimes I'll look at these children that are 2 or 3 years old. I'm like, I wish I could just go back to knowing nothing. What I mean?
Yeah.
But I have a feeling that's who she is, and she definitely has some really good spiritual gifts. As long as the exterior, she lets go of that, she will start feeling a lot better. So, all right. Okay. Is there any other questions?
Where do you see me going in terms of whether it's a job or like, I'm trying to decide what to do next.
Okay. I can do that. Let me see what your talents are.
Okay.
I have these cards right here that can give me all your talents, and that gives you a little bit of information. Hi, Ian, Robb. Hi, Lucinda. I have to say hello to all these people because they're sitting here working so hard for us. So I know Campy's mom is here too as a moderator. Let's see. Now let's go into what your talents are and see what kind of job you are qualified for, if that makes any sense. Not like I am the person that does qualifying you. It's like God has given you
I know
much.
What you mean.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Let's do that. I forget you, Gemini. You can. I speak Gemini just like you do. Speak Gemini. Okay. All right. Let's get into what's going on. Let's see what you got. Ooh, books. You love to read. You are a smart little cookie. You resonate. You resonate with rocks and crystals and things like that. So definitely always seek out. And in the Native American, they call them grandfathers. So the grandfathers have that knowledge, and you can draw from that knowledge from the crystals. So that's really, really good. I don't have that, so I'm always envious of those who do. Justice. You are a just person. That means that you do follow the rules. You do follow the law. You're not going, and you're very loyal. And then you have your heart's desire. You do follow your heart's desire. You have a lot of creativity inside of you. You have a lot bubbling up. You see something and you can literally stand there 30 seconds later, you've revamped it and you've got it all fixed and done. And you have that perfect little talent. And you also are you're a healer. So you could definitely do even what we are doing right now, yoga, because yoga shows up that you can practice. You can practice, practice, practice. And that's what yoga is doing your practice with your spiritual work, your spiritual listening, and things like that. So you could definitely practice. And you love animals, so you could definitely work in like at the zoo, things like that. You also practice. See, there's your practice with your yoga, but you practice. So that means that whatever you get into, whatever you see, say you start a new job, most people take 3 weeks to figure it out. You've already figured it out 3 days, and you're just going, this is boring. I know what I'm doing now. Leave me alone, type of thing.
Yeah.
You are definitely, because you just absorb it, and you can just practice and practice and practice until you are really efficient at whatever you're doing. You're also an environmentalist. You could hug a tree and love every bit of it. So that's also a talent that you have. You can go into a field of environmental. Say here in Colorado, they have a lot of people that they call trailblazers, and what they do is they have their shovel in hand and they have whatever, and they go clear all of these trails for all the hikers and stuff like that. And these are the things that you can think of and break out of. If you said that you live in Florida, right?
Florida. Yes.
Cleaning up the beaches, walking through that, get into the environmental side of Florida, and you would be brilliant at it and do that. So the career change is what you need. Career change is what you need, and being studying, because you're very, very smart at it. So the thing about the thing about, and I'll keep on throwing Gemini in there, but the thing I know about Geminis the most is that we go through several careers throughout our lives. And the reason why we go through several careers out of our lives is, number one, because we get bored. Number two is because we can. And number three is because we want to absorb and experience life at all angles. And we are good at, the reason why we can do that and we have that going on is because we are good. No matter where we go, we're good at what we do. So never ever fret about that. But definitely a career change, and you're going to be able to study. And then the artist came out. Of course, you can always sell your stuff online, and you can do your artist, or you can go do craft shows or anything like that that would just fill your heart. And then you would have that. It would be fluctuating income, of course, and that's what scares you the most, is the fluctuating income. But it would be income, nevertheless, that you can definitely do. And here we go. God has, the Spirit says, let go of all the stuff that you think is not you. And then you go back to the core of who you are, and you will be absolutely successful. Now we have nutrition coming up. Nutrition comes up with everybody. And then teaching. You can absolutely teach whatever it is that you're going to be doing. So you have a lot of great gifts. So they give you any ideas?
Well, yeah. Well, let me throw this out and see what you think.
Okay.
When I was in my 20s and 30s, I used to do readings. I did card readings, but I also read the runes. I did astrology and I did numerology.
Honey, you can do what we do.
When I got very frustrated because like somebody would ask me a question and I'd say, but you already know the answer. Like, we can talk about it, but you already know the answer. You don't need me to tell you that. What I really found I loved the most was teaching people about metaphysical principles and what I call truths, spiritual, just that if you want to be, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a religious person at all. In fact, just the opposite. But I'm very spiritual in that, like I said, I've been involved with studying about metaphysics since I was about 12, 13 years old. And always kind of the odd man out with a lot of people, because people would think, where did you get that? Like, like it didn't fit the background that I was growing up. I was sent to parochial school, and, and the priest would say, oh my God, like that's not what we taught you.
You're like, oops.
Well, you're not the only authority. But anyway, I mean, I question authority a lot. I would love to be able to teach people, like almost like being a metaphysical life coach.
Well, you know, there's a platform for that on YouTube, honey. And if you ever
There
want
is?
to, yeah, there's a platform for that. Absolutely. You can, when you go on to YouTube, you can have your channel be whatever it is. And I've always said this, it's like, I don't want your subscribers. I want my subscribers, the ones that follow, you know, and get into here.
Right.
And you just set up a plan. I was planning on doing a little video about the do's and don'ts of setting up your video channel. So
Oh, that would be great.
I know, I was thinking about that. Um, because, you know, there is a little ins and outs of that, but definitely, you know, walk through and set yourself up a plan. And there's definitely a platform for you. There's a platform here for you here, and offline, we can definitely go over a few of the things that goes on. But I think you would be absolutely brilliant at it. I really do.
I mean, I do feel like I do have something to share, and the people that I share with, they still, you know, value, you know, the you know, what my influence in their life, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So,
Are there any other questions? I think it would work out well.
yeah, the only thing that, you know, like I said, I mean, you know, financially, do you see my situation staying the same, getting better, getting worse,
Let's see.
just in general?
Sure. We can look at financial health.
Yeah.
Yep. Hi, Mims. And I see Undercover News is a moderator too. Thanks, guys, for showing up. All right, let's see what we got for financial health. You know, I see you haven't done so bad so far.
No, well, yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm worried about being homeless or anything.
No, I don't think if that's the first feel. I was like, I don't think you know, it's not. You've done pretty darn good so far. I mean, we're not in the mansions in Beverly Hills type of thing.
No,
But you've never went without anything, and you know the spirit has always provided for you. So I see that. So I love that part about that. So let's see what kind of financial health you have. And I see you transitioning into something you want to do versus just up and right quitting whatever you're doing right now. So I see that. I see that you would be very successful at transitioning. So there's that. Okay. Lots of stuff coming through for you.
Yeah.
Temperance, absolutely. Temperance. Temperance is a lot of like spirit. Spirit will provide. You say out into the universe, I would like to this, and this, and this. And spirit says, I love you. And I think I will provide that for you. And you will then see how you put whatever you're putting out there will start becoming lined up and whatever it is that you need. It's almost like, you know, the Secret. Have you ever watched the movie The Secret or anything like that? If you haven't, watch it.
Okay.
It's a brilliant movie. The Secret is talking about how you manifest and how you create your life. And also Abraham Hicks is a really great person to watch. Yeah. So she also does the manifesting and getting yourself ready for everything that you need and want in your life. She calls it the vortex. Like it's waiting in your vortex, you know, and I keep on thinking, I need that key. Because to get into my vortex. But definitely look through that because temperance showed up. Spirit has it all ready for you. It is all there. It's in that trusting and that willingness to walk through that door, that veil. And stress does eliminate a lot of your power. I can't, you know, that came up in all of the other stuff. And so stress will, you know, I always had this one story where somebody says, you know, I just want a Corvette. I want a Corvette. I want a Corvette and want a Corvette. And they just do everything they can to go get a Corvette. And then the spirit says, put the Lamborghini away. He wanted a Corvette. You know what I mean? Because he stressed and managed it and just got in there and got his hands all in there. Although spirit already had a beautiful, wonderful, beautiful car for him. But he had to get in there and manipulate it.
Right.
And so that's what stress does. Stress literally is the manipulation that we do in life. If we just let it go and let spirit take
Yes.
over, we would have a better time of it, and we'll start seeing all of the gifts and things that come through. The Empress, beauty. What your thoughts are, the beauty of what has happened. So there has been a little bit of something has happened, like, okay, so what I see is maybe every once in a while you would go on Amazon and spend too much money, and then all of a sudden now you're punishing, now you're doing this, and you're doing, having that regret and things like that
Mm-hmm.
going on, because I do see that almost a hindrance in your financial thing. And I think that just alleviates your stress more than it does anything else. And so
Yeah.
so definitely get through your stress. And let's see,
That's spot
efficiency.
on.
Okay.
That is spot on.
So what we also have is the efficiency. You definitely know how to manage. You definitely know what you're doing. You can do that. And again, disconnect also comes up. So your financial health is literally related to your stress. And that's another thing that it is like going
Mm-hmm.
through. So your willpower is not going to make it through. What you're going to need to do is literally have teamwork. Like, you're going to need spiritual advisors. You're going to need spiritual help. You're going to need, and things like that. You cannot manage and do this by yourself, is what that says. So
Right.
your financial health will get better as long as you start dealing with other stuff, right?
Right.
It's like the money is there. Everybody has it. It's just there. It's a flowing energy.
Right.
And so it's us and our stress and our things like that really hinders us from doing that. So yes, you have great, wonderful financial health, and you just got a little bit to get there.
Okay.
So
Sounds good.
yep. So what else do we got?
Let's see. Do you think I'll stay put here, or I've moved a lot in my life? I'm just curious if this is kind of like it for me.
Well, your husband's card says you were moving.
Okay.
When his cards came up, it was like he's gonna move on and move. His cards said. But let's go ahead and see what we got. Let's see. If you're going to follow your man, I think you are.
I already did that once.
Well, then you can
You
always
gotta.
say no. Yeah, you can say no.
No, I mean he was offered a job in Ohio, and we went there for 6 years. So.
My husband was a military man. Let me tell you, I followed that boy all over the place. I'm like,
Oh, I can imagine.
you lucky I love you. That's what I kept on.
Yeah.
But then again, I loved about traveling in the military is you purged a lot of stuff every time you moved. So you got
Mm-hmm.
down to bare bones. I'm telling you, I got to the point where, like, there's nothing in these things that you're packing up that Walmart can't cure. You know what I mean? Because I was like, I am not keeping this, that, and the other no more. So, all right. On to you. Let's see what we got about moving. It's weird. When I drop into that energy of you moving, I see. Have you ever watched those old old cowboy shows where the cowboy is holding on to the reins and the horse is taking off, but his boots are digging in? That's you. That's what I see. He's like, you're either going to move freely or be dragged.
Well.
So, all right, hang on. Let's see what we've got. The moon. It's unclear. It's really, really unclear. Routine comes up. You like it where you're at. You have that kind of a routine, teamwork, talent recognition. Decision, sensitivity, dreamer. You don't want to go. because it would take a lot of courage for you to pick up and go if you're going to go. And I think even whatever is going on with like you and your husband and his work and all of that, it's a little muddy, but you really would not choose leaving.
No, not at this point.
Yeah.
I
So
feel
there's
like
a lot in that.
I've
Yeah.
moved enough.
Yeah. I think you're done. Because it says that you would have to take a lot of courage to move, and that means that you would just have to muster up everything you had just to go. And really, are you leaving? You have an opportunity. Do you want to go? No, you don't.
No.
So this is an internal decision that you would have to make. The cards say opportunity, yes, but you get to decide.
Yes.
So,
Yep. That sounds right to me.
Cool. All right, honey, do we have any more? We're about almost.
Yeah, I think we're okay.
Yeah, is there anything
unless in general you just see anything,
I can do a general. I'm really good at
just
general.
to get, if there's anything that you see that maybe I'm not asking about, but it would be good to know, or Spirit wants me to know, or whatever.
Sure, absolutely. Let's see what we got.
Never hurts to throw it back at Spirit and see what they think.
I don't know if you can see on the live, but the sunlight has come through your window, and you have this great big huge light just lighting up, your room.
Yeah.
It looks pretty special to look at it, actually.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, Spirit has highlighted her. Okay, General, are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
At
least you have a recorded live video of your reading. You can go look at any time. So, all right. Let's see what we got.
I always considered myself fortunate in life, but I also felt some of it had to do with making good decisions.
Yeah, balance. What you want the most out of your life right now is balance.
Yeah.
And that is home. You want balance in your home. Comforts, community. These are all the things, excitement. These are the things that you've been dreaming about. Going forward, it's been a struggle.
Yeah.
Something has kind of taken your light away. You're getting clarity on it, and you're getting a breakthrough on it, and more information is coming out, and you're definitely placing a judgment on this situation, like, how dare you have done this, kind of a thing. And then the star, which is getting your confidence to take care of the situation, getting your confidence to be in your own power, getting your confidence to create some stability, because I have the 9 of Cups come in, stability in your life. And it's like a take back, but you are starting to walk forward again and going, this is my truth. Stand in your truth, and stand in what you believe in, and don't let anybody take you down with that. So there's something,
I felt like, okay, we moved here to Florida, which was definitely what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, we barely got here, and this whole COVID thing hit. So I haven't been able to connect to my new community, like to get to know people. And that's not me. I'm very, and like even my family can't visit, and I can't go visit them.
Yep.
Being in Florida, I can't take the chance of.
So you haven't even enjoyed your new move, is the reason why you really don't want to leave again, is you haven't even enjoyed your new move yet.
No.
To get in and do it and all of that. I see that. Just know that this is, COVID is a temporary situation.
Right.
It's not gonna, I have a feeling, and this is maybe a prediction or whatever it is. You all can take it the way you want to, but I really don't see everything working out until next September or October. I've seen this
Me
for a
too.
while now. So
That's how I
and
feel too.
but it will subside enough to where we can figure out how to tolerate it before the real vaccine, the one that's going to work, comes through. So that is it. However, there's a lot that you can do creativity, like taking walks, or even something. Find your joy within the chaos is what the
Right. Yeah.
best thing is. Just find your joy within the chaos and find your calmness within the storm. And that is truly how we're going to survive these situations.
Yeah.
So, all right, my dear, if you wanted to
Thank
say
you.
anything, you want to say anything?
I
Or
just want to say that I think the reading was amazing. Thank you. I think you are spot on. Um, you know, like I said, I've always been a very fortunate person in that, like you said, if I need something, it's there.
mm-hmm.
I might not have riches and I might not have, you know, but I've never had to really go without, you know. So, like I said, in some ways I've had a very charmed life, but I've also had a lot of struggles along the way.
Of
I would
course.
think where our growth is.
We would not have
So
character if we didn't have to walk around some pillars.
that's why I'm trying to see this current situation as opportunity for growth.
Yeah, absolutely. There's something
You
there
know,
for us for sure.
because there's got to be a reason for all of this.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other thing. Everything has to have a reason.
And we may not know it. That's the thing,
Right.
because if I had a direct line to, spirit saying, like, literally, like, okay, can you please explain this to me? And spirit's going to go, it's too big for you. And I thought, that's not nice.
Well, I used to try to explain to people when they'd say, but like, it's so confusing. And I'd say, think of it this way. You're on the backside of the tapestry. So all you see are the frayed, all the jumble of all the, colors because it's on the other side that you get to see the front of the tapestry to see what it really looks like.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like you're trying to make this tapestry from the back and, so of course you're going to feel that. That's part of what being incarnate means.
Mm-hmm.
So I just, I've always spent my whole life saying, as long as I can make a difference in life, as long as I can be a benefit to people.
Right. Exactly.
Without, hurting people, without hurting myself. That's really all
Well,
I want.
well, you know what? I think you're ready for a YouTube channel, honey.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, listen, at least to be somebody to talk to.
Exactly. All right, honey, if you want to go ahead and say your goodbyes, we're going to get off of here.
Bye,
Thanks,
everybody.
everybody, for joining us.
Contact her for a reading. Sheila's awesome. She's fabulous. I
Thank
love
you.
it.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you, everybody that's in the chat and joining us. I can't do this without you guys being live. So,
Exactly.
thanks. All right, we're
Okay.
going.
Okay. Bye.